Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Layman's Guide to the Multiverse, where we dive between the panels and break through the fourth wall. I am your host, Matt, and with me also in quarantine, I got Paulo. I got Ed.
I'm actually still working.
Weirdo. And I got Michael.
I'm working too, but I'm in quarantine.
Woo! Quarantine party!
Spring
Also, hello.
Wash your hands, everybody.
Okay.
Yes.
Currently washing my hands.
Do the 5.
So I don't know if you guys have been doing what I've been doing and using this opportunity. I want to try to spin this positively. Gotta be positive. I've been using this as an opportunity to catch up on all of my favorite movies.
Oh.
Solid choice.
And I've been on a bit of a Tarantino bender, I guess.
Oh, fantastic.
Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but he has stated previously that he only wants to do, I think, 10 movies total. And after his most recent film, he's done 9.
Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that. I need to watch that.
You and me both, my friend.
You and me threes, my friend.
Ooh, I haven't gotten to that one yet, actually. But
Wow, what kind of fans are we? Like, how can we talk about Tarantino and not have seen his movie?
I had to keep watching Inglourious Bastards. I love that movie too much.
I've been in my defense, I've been busy watching Tiger King because that shit has been.
I hear good things about that.
I have no idea what Tiger King is.
Yo, if you haven't watched Tiger King, shout out to Netflix. You need to go watch Tiger King.
Okay, Netflix needs a shout out from us.
I've seen previews of Tiger King.
Well, I will say this: Netflix, we are still putting content out. If you really, really want to support us as small-time creators, we will take sponsorships. I will sell my soul to you.
Friend of the show, Netflix.
I
like the sound of that.
So once the Tiger King passes on, and he needs the heir, I guess the Dragon Prince would step up.
Yeah, first of all, no.
Shit.
I actually, okay, since you guys haven't watched it, I will take a moment to say I would love to see a Tarantino version of the Tiger King.
So that's your selection. You want Tarantino's 10th movie to be Tiger King.
To be about the Tiger King.
You know what? Yes.
It is?
Sure, totally. I'm all about it.
How is it going to work as a Tarantino flick? You tell me.
This is the story of a
girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Bisexual, gun-toting Oklahoma man who runs for governor of Oklahoma and owns a tiger zoo in Oklahoma.
Sounds about right.
Huh.
Sounds wonderful.
Tell me that is not something for Tarantino to make.
That's fair.
I'm not used to him work. I can't think of any Tarantino flicks where he's worked with non-straight characters.
You can put Kurt Russell in that role. It's good. We got this.
Okay.
That's fine.
That works.
It's fine.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, if you see the mullet on the man that plays the Tiger King, or the man that is the Tiger King, I should say, the mullet on that man is all party everywhere. It's not even business. It's all party.
Front and back.
Front and back.
Party. He's Andrew WK. His hair is Andrew WK.
Oh shit, he's just living up there.
Tiny oranges.
All right, needless to say, I highly recommend everybody watch the Tiger King. And if Quentin Tarantino wants to make a feature film of the Tiger King, I would absolutely go watch that.
All right.
Friend of the show, Quentin Tarantino.
I was kind of hoping you'd pick something more comic book related.
I mean, I'll come back to that.
You'll come back
for
okay.
now. For now, the Tiger King is my thing.
Well, in the post-credit sequence, it turns out that the tiger is Shazam's tiger. So
he's
like,
talking
to
Tammy.
Yeah,
We're talking
he's
Tammy.
talking
Bring it
Tammy.
back.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's talking Tammy.
Snapple.
So there you go.
I love it.
There you go.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Man.
I love it.
Sorry to spoil that for you.
Leave it to Mike to bring it full circle.
Yeah, seriously, Paul. Well, all right, so Tarantino, his 10th movie, if it's a comic book related movie, what do you want?
Oh, you really want me to answer?
I really
first?
want you to answer because you talked first.
Ooh.
You volunteered
man.
yourself.
Look at this guy.
Oh
Look
shit!
at this guy.
He's putting me.
I'm putting the CEO of Layman's Guide to the
He's putting me on the spot.
Here
Yeah.
we go.
On the spot.
First in, first out. FIFO. He just FIFO'd you.
So Tarantino loves feet.
Yo,
Okay,
Start off
go
strong.
on, keep going.
Uh,
Keep going.
so,
I'm on board.
So I would love to see him do a movie with Rob Liefeld.
a movie based on Rob Liefeld characters.
Of Rob Liefeld characters. I don't know. You throw me off because like I would love to see him do like Shang-Chi because it's got a lot of kung fu, so there's a lot of kicking, a lot of feet.
No, you
involved.
got me on this Rob Liefeld thing.
yeah.
How about Tarantino does a biopic about Rob Liefeld? And he's going to put in a thing where where he gets beat up by like a giant foot or something in night. So like that's why he draws feet so bad.
I mean, not for nothing. A Quentin Tarantino Deadpool movie sounds pretty all right.
That's
I feel like that's a little too what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like the comedy wouldn't hit as well.
Conflicting styles.
Yeah, there's a very big conflicting style. Like I've seen Tarantino do some stuff that made me laugh, but I don't feel like it was intentionally meant to be funny.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What's his name? Who's the guy that plays Mr. Orange? Is it Mr. Orange in Reservoir Dogs that cuts the dude's ear off?
Yes, I think it was Orange that cuts it off. I'm trying to remember because Harvey Keitel was Mr. White, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's not who I'm talking about.
Yeah, no. What is that guy?
I don't know, man. Him with that ear and him being like, hello. I was dead.
Yeah, that is explicitly funny.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah, I don't know. I disagree with the Deadpool thing.
I just think that's too on the nose. I think that was low hanging fruit, and it's also not my pick.
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I guess give him any type of like martial arts film. Like I would actually no. You know what wouldn't mind seeing him do? Maybe him doing an Iron Fist movie.
I'm not mad at that because you can get some really interesting dialogue out of that.
You really can. And I feel the part that kills me the most about what they've done with Iron Fist, especially the Netflix version of the Iron Fist,
started.
Yeah, is that it really does not play into the martial arts part as much, where they take it to the actual inspiration for the Iron Fist, which is more of like that classic Hollywood version of the martial arts movie.
Do you mean?
Because that's kind of
go
ahead.
No, what I was going to say is, do you mean like the 70s kung fu movies?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like he explored that to its full potential with Kill Bill. Yeah, like how do you? He'd be retreading like treaded ground.
But you know what? If you take that and you either you crank it up to 11 or you kind of turn it down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tarantino's grit could be an interesting take on Matt Fraction and who the hell was the other guy on the that book?
I just remember it was Matt Fraction. And Brubaker.
Yeah, there it is.
Brubaker.
Oh.
I think he could do an interesting take on that version of Iron Fist. I think you could get the grittiness that like the art style that comic was putting out.
Oh yeah, which is by far, in my opinion, one of the best Iron Fist stories ever made.
That's what made me fall in love with the character.
Yeah, same here. That was literally the reason why I was introduced to the Iron Fist through that particular run.
Because does most of Iron Fist take place in Manhattan?
Not that version of it. A lot of it takes place like kind of all over the place. He's more of a world trotting Iron Fist, especially because they're exploring the idea of previous Iron Fists and what they do.
Oh, okay.
And one of the previous Iron Fists actually was a World War II Iron Fist. I believe he also he had the ability to channel the Iron Fist through his bullets, through guns, which was so fucking cool.
Oh, punch with bullets.
And like that, he referred to it as gun fu. It's cool as shit.
Yeah. So that's what kills me. Season 3 of the Netflix Iron Fist would have explored that. Because I mean, you guys aren't going to watch it, and at this point, it's no longer even part of the canon. At the end of the season 2 of the Netflix Iron Fist, the Iron Fist gets passed on to what is her name that escapes me right now?
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but I totally know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it gets passed on to the Asian girl. It's fantastic, and honestly, she has probably one of the coolest looking Iron Fist tattoos on her arm. But the way they do it for her, it gets passed on to her, and Danny loses it, but he doesn't die in the process. Danny leaves Manhattan and goes off, and the next time we see him in an after credit scene, he has the Iron Fist again and is using the guns and channeling the Iron Fist through it.
See.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of a cop out, yeah.
No, it's not really so much of a cop-out as it would have been great to see that explored.
Yeah.
They would have explored more of the actual history of the Iron Fist as opposed to what they did in that first season, which was fucking awful. The second season was a lot better, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, that show as a whole, man. Like, I think you and I like not hate watched it, but like we watched it for the wrong reasons. Like, Undead Dad was the best.
Oh my god, Undead Dad was
That
fucking
dude was
fantastic. I'm
just
sorry.
Like I can't even say he was chewing the scenery. He was just like taking whole. He was just taking whole bites and just swallowing.
I couldn't get past the fact that he was fucking played by Boromir's brother Faramir. Okay, it's just fucking
Faramir?
Lord of the Rings up in this bitch.
Oh shit.
Yes, exactly.
man.
Like, so again, I think a Tarantino Iron Fist could be really, really interesting.
I'm here for it.
Depending on how it's done.
I'm here for it.
That's my. If we're talking seriousness now, me no longer joking around, I would like to see a Tarantino Iron Fist.
Sounds interesting.
I'm not mad at this at all. I like somebody give Quentin a friend of the show, Quentin Tarantino. Quick little ringy ding. This needs to happen.
Oh man. All right, who wants to go next? Mike, what do you got?
I
Me?
was gonna offer, but fine.
Right.
I see how it is. No. You're hosting.
That's
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
All right. As
I see
host,
how it
I
is.
relate. I the talking pillow goes away from Mike to Edward.
On my pillow.
So maybe this is a cop out, but we had said before that he Quentin Tarantino can do action sequences pretty well,
Right.
and he's also worked with this person before. I feel like it'd be interesting if he did an old man Nick Fury starring
Ooh.
Samuel L. Jackson. You have Samuel L. Jackson, like
shit.
current Samuel L. Jackson, like as Nick Fury, gearing up for like his last hurrah as Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm.
But you get like flashbacks of stuff that he did prior,
I love it.
Oh.
and you could do super young Nick Fury.
Right.
Maybe he's played by
Shit.
Michael B. Jordan. I don't know. I'm just throwing that one out there.
I do not hate that. I think that is fantastic.
I mean, I might not be a huge Michael B. Jordan fan, but I think that's pretty good casting.
You're not a big Michael B. Jordan fan?
That's a hot take.
I'm-
That's a hot take.
He's fine.
That man lives, breathes, and just bleeds nerd.
Have you? Come on. Have neither of you seen like Fruitvale Station?
I have.
That shit tugged at my heart.
I haven't seen it.
That's gonna be really
It's-
weird though, having him as young Nick Fury, considering he's already in Black Panther.
Yeah.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah, that will
It's true.
So
that will confuse
yeah, so
me.
maybe
I'm confused
not it.
currently.
But, hey, this is just fantasy casting, right?
True.
Yeah,
true.
sure.
True.
I mean, not for nothing, you bald him up. Like that's a bit. It's amazing what someone's hairstyle will do. Like after you're used to seeing them and everything. Like Michael B. Jordan in Black Panther was wearing nothing but dreads.
Yeah.
You bald him up and you give him a scar.
And an eye patch.
I could see him playing a Nick Fury.
Hell, you give what's his name? Oh Jesus, I can't pull the name. He played Bane. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
You
That
get
man
Tom
has
Hardy a
such
different
range.
accent, and I forget he played other people.
That man has such range.
Well,
that man has been Jewish. That man has been he's been Irish. He's been Irish. That man has been German.
He's been Bane. He's been whatever he speaks in Venom.
in regular life.
I don't
He knows
what that
actually
is.
know what his voice sounds like.
Is he not British? He's British,
He
right?
is British.
Is he?
Yeah, I
No one
believe
knows.
so.
I literally don't know.
Or from that part of the world. I don't know. Maybe he's Irish. You know. What I
Going back to Tom Hardy though. Have you guys seen Peaky Blinders?
I actually,
No,
so
a
I
little
haven't been
bit.
watching it, but my significant other has, and she's a big fan. She's like, "You need to watch this show." For Tom
Yes,
Hardy.
that show is fantastic. You need
Because
to.
what
You
is
really do need
she's
to.
like, what is this? What is this accent he's doing? And my response is always, "But what is Brad Pitt's accent in Snatch?"
But go back to the accent that he's doing in Peaky Blinders, and you're gonna ask yourself, but what is this accent though? I don't get it. He sounds like he's Jewish. He sounds like he's like partially Italian, maybe a little. I don't understand. I don't know what it is. The range on that accent is incredible. And then also he dresses like a rabbi.
My question for you, Paulo, is though, do you like Degs?
They're like what?
Degs.
Huh? Dag.
What?
You know-
Degs?
Hey, from my mom.
Do you know Degs?
Like
No,
Dags?
no, never. No, I don't.
Watch
I don't.
Snatch. It's great. It
It is. I love that stupid movie.
No, really. I mean, getting back to my point here. I think Tarantino could pull that off. He does dialogue very well. He's worked with Samuel L. Jackson before, and I feel like kind of doing a retrospect of like this superhero, like this like super war hero. I think he could pull it off.
I feel like that's the kind of movie you make, like after like 10 years after Marvel stops making movies, you know? It's like, hey, you remember Marvel movies? And then Tarantino comes out with this kind of this bomb, you know?
Look at this.
Kind of like what happened with the X-Men movies and Logan.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
That could work, yeah.
But I mean, you know, Dark Phoenix came out. Did it?
Yeah.
Wait, did that movie actually come out?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Phoenix was very dark.
I think I saw. I think the director of New Mutants came out and said somebody was giving him shit about the movie, and he says, "Well, you know what? After Dark Phoenix, we had no place to go but up."
He's not wrong.
And then also, this movie isn't actually coming out. He said that. I saw that.
At this point, I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
Wait,
I still don't believe it. You can't.
The road is going to kill all of us, and that movie's never going to come out.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you can't make me believe that movie's coming out. I refuse to. I'm actively sitting here refusing to believe that movie's coming out.
What, New Mutants?
Yeah, it's impossible.
Well, has anyone beside me actually watched Dark Phoenix yet?
Really
Why would we?
No.
Yeah,
I did, guys. Do you not remember? I was live tweeting this to you guys while I was on a plane.
You were. This is a real thing.
Torturing myself to watch this for you.
I do remember you saying this. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, and I guess this is a hot take, 15 years too late or whatever. I think all the X-Men movies are bad.
Oh no! What about that one?
Which one?
That
Logan?
everyone likes.
Logan was great.
Hey,
Logan's
that's
fantastic.
not the one I said.
I mean,
Trap sprung, I think.
Wait, which one?
No, I was wanting to see which one you would say.
I know. Logan's great. Logan's fantastic. Going back and rewatching those X-Men movies, X2 is probably the only one that's worth really rewatching.
I love X2.
And X2 only for the Berserker rage scene where fucking Wolverine just goes nuts.
Here's the problem though. There's zero blood.
That's fine.
Is it though?
Is there no blood?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's. Is it fine though? Because a tiny furry. Oh, I can't say he's tiny in that, but like
is there no blood in that scene?
Furball who's just like swinging metal claws is drawing like there's no. Not that I'm saying that a good fight scene needs a ton of gore. Like you don't need to go Quentin Tarantino and run out of blood budget. You know what I mean?
Right.
But in a scene like that, and like that dude's known for like violent murder. And he's supposed to go into berserker rage and violently murder all these people, and it's just like you forgot to put in the blood code in Mortal Kombat 1. Like,
no. In this movie, his claws are so sharp that they cauterize the wounds as they go.
Yeah, that's how quick his movements.
Just ignore that Mos Eisley scene where there's blood on that one guy that he cuts the arm off.
I'm watching the scene right now, and the reason that there's no blood is because all of his moves are stabbing moves.
Yeah.
At least from what I'm seeing,
you
like
pull out of the dude's body and you have blood on his hands. Come on,
he should have blood on his hands.
He lubricated his claws beforehand. Everyone knows this.
Wolverine. I'm seeing what you mean now. There's a couple of slashes here that like he should have. You should see blood like just splattering out of these cuts.
No. Here's what happens. Wolverine. He's Canadian, as we all know. Canadians have free healthcare, so he's doing the good Canadian thing, and he's
I'm with you.
ever so quickly putting a gauze on the places after he stabs him. You just can't see it.
Oh, what a nice guy!
Because he's doing it so.
What a nice fucking Canadian that man is.
He's so nice.
Exactly.
Thanks, Logan.
And you also missed the deleted scene where everyone attacking the mansion removed all of their blood before they attacked the mansion. Like it's very important. And you have to have seen it, but it makes sense.
Dude,
I'm watching it right now.
Charles Xavier did not fucking skimp out on the janitor budget.
Yeah.
He hired a whole new cleaning staff for this.
Yeah, like there should be like giant pools of blood where all of these men are dead.
They removed their blood, Paulo. Watch the deleted scene. They got rid of it. That's their mutant powers.
It's just to be
there's no bloods.
There are no bloods.
Yeah, no, there's no blood. Like, there's a scene where he literally puts his claw through a guy's foot, and there's no blood as the foot gets pulled up.
He has frostbite, Paulo. It's cold.
His blood is frozen.
It's frozen. It's fine.
I mean, that's fantastic.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'd love to see a Wolverine action sequence directed by Quentin Tarantino.
He would
there
run
you
out
go.
of his blood budget.
Oh, you can always get more blood budget.
Then you'd have to do it in black and white, and then you're fine.
That sounds really cool, actually.
There you go.
I don't think blood isn't like fake blood very easy to make. Isn't it like corn syrup and red dye? Like that's all you need.
Yeah,
it
mix
is,
that
but
up
you also depends on. Okay, so if you remember in Kill Bill,
yeah,
it also had the blood. Also had that anime physics that we once discussed.
Right.
Back a long time ago, the fact that like, okay, I cut you, and then blood will fly 7 feet
out of your body
into the air,
right,
from like a paper cut.
He punched a clean hole through him. Like you would think there'd be guts or something, man. It's just a pure gut plug.
How's that happening?
That's a really good question.
So, in the end of the circumstances, now you're talking 3 diagonal claws cutting in.
Yeah,
that's a lot of blood in the blood budget. Unfortunately,
it's fine. It's fine.
Not for nothing. Like so we're saying all this stuff. Not for nothing. I really want like a Quentin Tarantino like Logan movie.
But who would you want to play as Logan? Because Hugh Jackman said he's done.
See, that's a good question.
God, that still kills me, man. Because Hugh Jackman's so good.
You know
as Wolverine.
You know who I would want?
Who?
Jared Kiso.
Who's Jared? Is that a diet? The Kiso diet?
No,
I don't know
Jared
who that
Kiso is the guy that plays Wayne on Letterkenny.
I don't know what that is.
The main character?
Yes.
Jared.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Letterkenny, do
K-E-E-S-O.
yourself a favor. It is the most Canadian thing I've ever seen. And I've heard it described as Canadian King of the Hill, or live action Canadian King of the Hill.
Oh no,
that's fair.
That's Trailer Park Boys, man.
So, not for nothing, this man with his facial features almost looks like a Canadian Henry Cavill.
Oh, that's a funny way to put it.
I mean, I'd be down with Henry Cavill's Wolverine.
That is what he looks like, if I'm honest with you. Like, I'm looking at the first picture that comes up on Google Images for him, and it's him with a beard, like a ginger beard. He's a Canadian Henry Cavill. But if I'm honest with you, I also don't hate it for Wolverine either.
Yeah, you give him the mutton chops and you give him the hair. He's already pretty jacked.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing is that we're talking Quentin Tarantino. So what's going to happen is the movie's going to start off. It's going to be, a dark figure smoking a cigar in a room, and then someone's going to say like, Wolverine, I haven't been called that in years, and you're going to see the camera, the light's going to pan, and it's going to be fucking Harvey Keitel with like bad mutton chops put on the side.
And DH technology for sure, yeah.
Yeah, because what was he in Pulp Fiction? He was the wolf.
He was the wolf, the cleaner.
Just now he's the Wolverine. There you
go.
The Wolverine,
and that's why there's no blood, because he's the cleaner.
That's X2. You see? It's great.
I'm so mad.
It's wrapped around to the best movie ever. Who cares about no blood? He's the cleaner.
A second hot take about X2. I think the only good scene in that movie is the first scene.
Honestly, that's not a hot take. That scene is very, very good.
Yeah, everything else.
Remind me what that first scene is.
That's the Nightcrawler scene.
When he's teleporting.
I hate that I don't like Alan. I hate that I don't like Alan Cummings as Nightcrawler. I don't think I've liked a single person who's played Nightcrawler.
I thought you were gonna be like, I haven't liked a single thing Alan Cummings done. I'm like, well, that's kind of harsh. Like,
No, but I don't.
Kick your mother?
I don't like him as Nightcrawler. I don't like like the
Like,
makeup that they did. I don't like any of that.
I mean,
would you rather they like just painted him blue and put him in that man thong like he was in the comics?
Oh hell yeah!
He didn't though. He had pants on.
He had pants on, dude.
Yeah.
He always wore pants, dude.
I don't remember wearing those in the X-Men game.
Nightcrawler always wore pants.
The 16-bit graphics weren't very.
I mean, 16-bit graphics don't do Nightcrawler justice. Let's be honest. So
yeah, the 16-bit they work from the top down, so they can only animate the shirts, no pants.
I just love the voice acting in that game.
Oh, Colossus!
X-Men, welcome to die.
Just fucking spam that all day as Colossus.
If you haven't played X-Men the arcade game, do yourself a favor.
So many Rex.
No, you can't play it. You can't do it because we got a social distance now.
No, baby, dude, you can get it on the internet, or
it's not the same.
You can play it online.
It is not. Didn't they have it out in like the PlayStation Store and like Xbox Live and stuff?
I think you can play it online with friends.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right, Mike. I think you can totally do that. And if you can't, do yourself a favor. Write a handwritten letter to friend of the show Konami.
What is this bearded Nightcrawler?
They're not our friend.
No.
Hold on. Look at the guys. Look at the what I'm posting right now. What is this bearded Nightcrawler?
Is that what he looks like now?
Huh?
Yeah, dude, look at the picture I just posted.
I don't like that.
I don't know.
I'm all right with it, actually.
I haven't seen what you're talking about yet.
I'm pretty sure that's some like Viggo Mortensen-esque Nightcrawler. I think that's what they're shooting for.
Look at the next one I'm going for.
Oh,
look at the next one I posted.
Okay, that's not Viggo Mortensen anymore.
That one I don't hate.
I'm not mad at this.
No, neither am I. I think it looks fantastic.
That's in Hickman's current run, yeah?
Yes, that's Hickman's current run.
We should, when this episode goes up, we should post these pictures as a link in the description.
We'll look for the link in the description when we post this episode, when you're listening to it, so you know what we're talking about with bearded Nightcrawler.
With Nightcrawler with facial hair.
Ooh.
You know, women out there are just like, ooh, who is this blue daddy?
Well, why does it have to be strictly women? Maybe there's dudes out there. Maybe
there's a couple of men out there who like that too.
Non-binary people that are like, ooh, who's this blue daddy?
Yeah.
Listen.
Way to kink shame, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah. I never kink shame. I did not kink shame. I said anybody could like
this.
You
said there are women. How dare you?
You said women.
You were assuming.
I said because that was my initial bias. So I'm checking my bias and admitting that anybody could like this. Exactly.
Check your privilege. Check your batteries.
Especially Eiffel 65, man. They love this.
They do love this. Yo, listen up, all right? Here's the story.
We've got
we need to take a break.
This is why Quentin Tarantino should direct an old man Nick Fury.
Oh, that makes sense.
We'll be
Nick
back.
Fury, the bluest daddy.
Please be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast from wherever you're getting your podcasts from. If you believe that Joe Exotic should play Kraven the Hunter in the next Spider-Man film, thank you. All right, and we're back.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Oh, hello.
So, what did we talk about? We talked about Iron Fist Tarantino.
Hell yeah.
And a young Nick Fury being done by Tarantino.
Well,
old man slash young man,
kind of reflecting on his life. You know, you could have him do some fun adventures. You can have some Tarantino conversations, some dialogue written by him.
I'm imagining a lot of flashbacks.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh.
I figured you'd do like one of those, like maybe 40-60, 30-70 with
I could see it.
Current day Samuel Jackson.
I can absolutely see it. I'm here for it, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah. I wish I could see it. It'd be great.
Well, you know what I would really wish to see is whatever Michael will put Tarantino up to doing.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Okay, so my idea is, I guess, a little bit out of left field. Just because I know Tarantino loves his schlock. He loves his B stuff. Like, he likes taking like stuff from his childhood and be like, I love this. So why don't you love it? Like, it's like Kill Bill being based off like old kung fu flicks, so like Shaw Brothers movies, all this stuff. Him going through his Western kick. I really would like him to see him adapt. And this is something I suggest without really knowing much about it. But I would love to see him adapt to Dick Tracy.
Oh.
Like, I feel like that would be
like a detective noir movie.
Yes, because that first movie that they adapted was fucking wild.
I've actually never seen it, and like knowing that it's like all over the place. Like, I hear that movie's bonkers. Yeah. I want to see it.
And Al Pacino, Dustin Hoffman, and Madonna are all in that movie.
Right? Hearing that makes me want to see it. I did not
realize that.
Look, here's the best way. Here's how I can explain a Dick Tracy movie. Was, you know how Al Pacino kind of overacts? He was overacting by Al Pacino standards in that movie.
Holy shit!
He was acting through all of that makeup. They put him in so much makeup. It was ridiculous.
That's fantastic.
But I can see like Tarantino, especially with the dialogue, doing this kind of like this throwback Dick Tracy, because he already produced, what's it called? Was he a producer on
Sin City?
Sin City?
So I was actually just going to bring that up. That I love that concept, because I think he might have directed like a scene.
Yeah.
I don't remember, without looking it up, I don't remember if he was a producer or not, but I believe and tell me if I'm wrong, but I think he at least directed a single scene in that movie, because I remember him being in the credits and being like, oh shit, like look at him.
So can I make a slight addition to all of this?
Sure.
Please.
Sure.
You want to talk detective noir? How about he do a question movie?
You see, and that's the thing, because the question, does Dick Tracy predate the question? Because
Yes.
That would be my question.
I want to say yes.
Dick Tracy absolutely predates the question. I believe the question was created in the 1970s. Dick Tracy's all the way back to the 1940s. But that's just me going off the top of my head and taking a wild guess. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I'm for sure about the Dick Tracy predating the question. Actually,
I actually see. It's funny that you say that because that sentence right there of Quentin Tarantino directing the question was almost my pick.
There we go.
I was thinking either something like that. Maybe this, because like part of me is like maybe The Spirit, but like I like the movie that we got. It's not
fair.
So like The Spirit's not really a good movie, but it's a really interesting like surreal trip. It's campy, it's schlocky, it's fucking stupid. It's arguably terrible.
Sam Jackson was in it.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. That movie is grimdark Looney Tunes. Like it's Looney Tunes directed by Frank Miller. Seriously.
Right.
What's the name? Brad Bird. I heard he wanted to be the one directing that movie, and there's a lot of Spirit references in Iron Giant too.
Is it really?
I didn't know that.
Check that out.
Did not know that either. But going back to the Dick Tracy thing, Dick Tracy came out originally in 1938. The first question, Vic Sage, was introduced into the Charleston comics in 1967.
Wow.
And then once they were bought by DC, Dennis O'Neil revamped the character in 1986 with the Vic Sage character. And then Renee Montoya took over the position in 2007.
I like her as the question.
I like her as the question too. And that's that I would not mind him like seeing a female like Renee Montoya question directed by fucking Quentin Tarantino. Sorry to like fucking Bogart on your fucking idea, Mike. But
here's the thing, right? Like I want to see him do something noir for sure. I don't really know much about. I don't really know much about Dick Tracy, but knowing about the little I know about the movie and the stacked cast that it had at that point, I can see him doing like his own kind of stacked cast version. Just like put Brad Pitt in there, put Leonardo DiCaprio in there, put Margot Robbie in there.
That. I like that a lot, actually.
Like just kind of like really go balls to the wall with like these ridiculous actors.
DiCaprio as Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like that.
Ooh. Although not for nothing. Now that I just said that, I'm like, but DiCaprio as the Spirit though.
Right. I was also going to suggest the Phantom, like.
So in other words,
that movie was bonkers.
So in other words, that movie was fucking.
Wait, Billy Zane.
Yeah, but Billy Zane.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just hope somebody's going to be like, I want to see The Shadow by Quentin Tarantino and get Alec Baldwin to reprise his role.
Oh no!
Hell yeah!
I need a detective noir film from Quentin Tarantino. That's what I need.
That would work.
Have him team up with Sam Raimi and just remake Darkman.
Ooh.
Have his last film be a collab.
You know what I was thinking of is that to Mike's point too, why I think he would work so good in something like Dick Tracy was that all the bad guys were ridiculously over the top.
Yeah.
They really were, though.
And some of them were kind of politically incorrect as well.
Yes.
And
it was the 30s.
And you know he would lean into that. Really
for sure. Like, I could see him really just taking these ridiculous cartoon gangsters and just putting real star power behind them and just writing this ridiculous script and just having them, like, fly off the screen.
See, you bringing up Dick Tracy, man, makes me feel bad that we haven't covered, like, any of these, like, old school, like, yeah.
Well, do any of us know a lot about them?
I mean, because
I
right
love
there.
The aesthetic of Dick Tracy. Yeah. I don't really know much about it.
I don't know anything.
I know about the Phantom 2049. Or whatever year that was. Oh my God. I might be confusing it with San Francisco Rush 2049.
Yo.
Either way.
No, but I love it. I love the idea of a Tarantino detective movie.
Yeah, like that's what I'm here for. Because our Pulp Fiction's already kind of noirish. It's like neo-noir for sure.
No, totally.
So just go back to your roots, but also it's kind of like where he started, but also where he finishes or where he started.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's where he started, and but almost not.
Okay. Can I know you guys had your heart set on Leonardo DiCaprio as Dick Tracy. Here's my pick.
Sure.
Bruce Willis.
I'll bring him back.
Right?
Oh, yeah, bring him back.
John Travolta.
No.
I don't actually want that. I just was like, hey, Pulp Fiction.
No, John Travolta's a way better bad guy.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, as we know from the Punisher,
I was going to say, as we know from
Hairspray.
I was going to say Face Off.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Face Off.
He's a fucking creep
Where
in
he
that
was
movie.
playing, he was John Travolta acting like Nicolas Cage, acting like John Travolta.
Yeah, his what's the word I'm looking for? Holy crap. Inspiration. Thank you.
Inspiration.
Yeah,
his
inspiration for that character was Nicolas Cage.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that movie is him doing a Nicolas Cage impression.
And I feel like Nicolas Cage was doing a John Travolta impression.
I should say, sorry, it was John Travolta doing a Nicolas Cage impression as Pastor Troy.
Oh,
like
so originally he started off. Yeah.
His John Travolta's performance is his impression of a character that Nicolas Cage played earlier in the movie.
Right. Even though it has a face.
Exactly.
Listen, that movie is criminally underrated.
That movie's hilarious.
I fucking love that movie. That's one of those guilty pleasure movies that I will just watch because they're so.
Oh, I'm 100%
dumb.
not guilty. Like, it's great.
Yeah.
Because it's dumb.
Lock me up, Your Honor.
Matt, Phantom 2040 is what you were thinking of.
2040. Okay, I thought 49. Whoops.
9 years
You were
off.
close.
I was close. Who else remembers that show though?
I remember. So I remember it existing, and that's.
I don't even know what you're talking
I'm
about.
sure I
have
watched
no
it.
clue
Yeah, I don't
what
know.
the fuck you're talking
It's
about.
an animated show that came out in 1994. It's based off the.
Was it one
Phantom.
of those MTV shows?
No, it's a French-American animated series.
Right,
but
loosely
like-
based on the comic strip, The Phantom.
To be fair,
French Canadian.
French-American.
Oh, French American.
To be
I
fair,
feel like that's an oxymoron.
To be fair, the reason why I had a hard time getting into Batman Beyond in the beginning was that I saw that and I was like, wait, they did that with Phantom, and it was like an okay show.
You shut your whore mouth about Batman Beyond.
No, and then I got into it, and I was like, oh, this is like arguably the best Batman cartoon.
There we go.
Like
Arguably, it's not better than Batman the Animated Series.
For it to get on the same level as Batman the Animated Series, though, come on.
It was doing
So
it.
it's funny.
I will
It's
fight
funny
you.
that you mentioned Batman the Animated Series. Andrea Romano was on this show. She was on Batman the Animated Series,
Oh.
Oh,
and also
She was
the,
on Phantom 24.
Yeah. She was on both. And the
nice.
character designs were done by Peter Chung, creator of Aeon Flux.
So full of
Sorry.
knowledge.
That's what I was gonna see. That's why I asked if it was one of those MTV shows, because I remember way back in the day that MTV had that like block of time where it just
show
aired
was
animated
so
should
fucking
like Aeon
weird.
Flux.
The Max.
Yeah,
The Max, yeah,
No,
that
exactly.
shit was trippy as fuck.
Not the head. The guy with the giant head with the demon that lives inside of it.
Yeah, those shows were also trippy. They were so cool.
What the hell was everybody on in the 90s?
Oh my god, we were on some special stuff. But
we
all
were-
I know is the Max. Actually, what about a Tarantino The Max movie?
What about a Quentin Tarantino The Mask series?
No shit.
Oh, yo, right?
I like that. I
That'll
just
work.
three different
Yeah.
reactions.
What about Quentin Tarantino's Hotel for Penguins? Like, what about that one?
What about
Well, no,
Quentin Tarantino's Must Love Dogs?
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm here for it.
Quentin Tarantino.
What about Quentin
presents
Tarantino's 51st Dates?
Toy Story?
Honestly, I am 100% here for, and this isn't a joke, I am 100% here for Quentin Tarantino's Old Yeller. Like, I just want to see a super gritty Old Yeller. Just rip my heart out, Tarantino.
He will.
Right? Tarantino Incredibles. There you go.
Holy shit. All right. So we've covered Quentin Tarantino. We want a Quentin Tarantino detective movie. We want a Quentin Tarantino Kung Fu Iron Fist movie. We want a Quentin Tarantino old man Nick Fury / World War II Nick Fury when he's young. And last but not least, Matt, what's your suggestion?
Oh, man. All right. You know what? You know how like Suicide Squad, they went ahead and they introduced like they just dumped a whole bunch of DC characters on you at once.
Yeah, this here's Katana. She's got my
the
back.
squad.
Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. All right, they've done it once. I'm thinking if they give it to Quentin, he can make it work. Here's how he's going to do it. You show the trailers. You see Joker, Penguin, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, and Killer Croc.
All right.
All separately, like doing their things. You flash a scene in the trailer of whoever they're going to get to play Batman and whatever, and you just hype the fuck out of the movie that it's going to be Batman against all those villains. Just straight up, he's going to fight all these bad guys in this one movie. The movie starts, and it's the Joker, Penguin, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, and Killer Croc sitting around a table playing cards.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh, I know where this is going. Please tell me, or I think I know where this is going. Please tell me I know where this is going.
Please.
It's going to be all the characters retelling stories about the time they almost got Batman.
I love it. That is it loosely based off the animated series episode?
It is going to be exactly that episode.
That episode
No shit.
is so good.
Right?
That episode is one of the best episodes of that movie, that show. Period.
You see, but this is why it's going to be so good, though, is because Tarantino does the best out of sequence movies telling.
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
So the whole time it's going to be, first off, it's very dialogue heavy, which again, something he does really good. It's going to be them, and it's going to be kind of like that scene, the opening scene of Reservoir Dogs, where they're at the diner and they're trying to get Mr. Pink to tip.
I don't tip.
Exactly, and again, great scene, and it's just going to be them around the table. And it's, it'll cut back to them, and maybe you figure out a way to connect the dots. And then, nearly 20 yeyears later, 30 years later, spoiler, Killer Croc is the Batman.
I hit him with a rock.
No. Yeah.
It was a big rock.
But it'd be cool though, because then you can start bringing in all sorts of like unreliable narrators and figure out ways where you can.
I mean, not just that, but also every single one of those characters has a different way of telling their story.
Yeah.
And in the animated series, they actually do a great job of kind of making each section of that feel different.
Mm-hmm.
So if you expand on that, again, that disjointed narrative, you could get all of those. You're literally getting, a Joker version of that where it's like really funny in its own movie style. Penguin, its own version of it in its own movie style. Poison Ivy, her own version of a certain type of movie style. You could fit every single type of Quentin Tarantino's movie styles into that same narrative.
Right.
And you get like this super disjointed movie that somehow connects the dots at the end and becomes like this superhero Batman. Oh my God.
I really want this now.
This sounds like a fantastic. Honestly, it also works as an anthology. Like, I'd be here for it because Tarantino also did a movie called Four Rooms, which is an anthology movie with a couple other directors.
Oh yeah. Because now, I mean, you saying that now, I just want like a Netflix or an HBO or like a Hulu, or hell, a DC Universe like live action series, like a Batman anthology series, where people are just telling stories about the Batman.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would totally work. I mean, like, what made me think about it, like I was saying earlier, how much I love Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, the movie's great.
Yeah. And just...
the movie's fantastic.
Like, when you think about it, it's really just, like, 4 or 5 scenes of tense conversations.
Yeah.
The movie starts off with what's her name hiding below the house. There's the scene where they're... the guy mistakenly sticks up 3 fingers, but he sticks up the wrong 3 fingers. So he gives up the gig. The scene where she meets the Nazis when she's at the cafe and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like it just the way he just meshed together 2 very different settings like that. Yeah, again, that's kind of what made me think about this. And again, the tense conversations, because it would be fun on the second viewing to think like, okay, well, Killer Croc is Batman. Maybe he's like giving some sort of a tell or something like that,
Yeah,
Right,
you could see
right,
little things like him maybe not acting like Croc or something.
Right.
I mean, you get that weird nuance that you can write into the actual character that will make Croc into a more interesting character than what we got in like Suicide Squad. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. I hate how much I love that.
But the best part is that if you do the marketing the way I'm thinking, just hype it up like it's going to be the next Batman movie. Just show all these scenes of the bad guys, and it's a card. Just opens up cards. First half hour is just them talking before you even get the flashbacks.
Oh man, you don't.
Oh, shit.
People are going to be pissed.
Yeah, and then about once they get about midway through the movie, you're going to be like, holy fuck!
I was going to be like 10, 15 years later. It's like this like world renowned cult, or this like this classic movie. but like it comes out and like doesn't make its budget back because people are just mad they didn't get the thing that they were like promised in the trailer.
I mean, it's Tarantino. Probably people will be like, "Oh, I understand."
Yeah, I mean, Tarantino doing a Batman movie, it's gonna like that's shut up and take my money for most people. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, there's no way that doesn't make its money back.
I mean, yes and no, because like I feel like a lot of people would be like, "What the fuck? Why is Tarantino doing a Batman movie?"
I mean, that's fair because that would kind of be my response. If they're like, Quentin Tarantino signs on to write and direct the next Batman movie. I'm like, that's a weird choice. Are they just going for a cash grab?
And like I would go watch it more for my curiosity.
Oh yeah.
But if knowing now like the pitch that we've just kind of threw out there, if I knew that was what we were really getting, I would be there like that. And there's
part of me too that like you kind of don't hide it, but you cut the trailer to like make it show that they're sitting around a table having a conversation, but it's cut in a way that it's still action packed. I think that might get butts in seats a little more. I mean, I understand what you're doing. You do the bait and switch, and it's like then it really like is mind blowing once you start getting into this is what we're doing.
Yeah, because I remember back when I was a kid when I watched that episode for the first time, and then I'm like, "Where's Batman? Where's Batman?" And then when Killer Croc takes off the mask and it's Batman, I remember as a kid like, "What?" Because it was such a good payoff.
It's Batman.
I have to go back and rewatch that episode now. I haven't watched it in years. This is such a good show. Such a good show. So ahead of its
Batman
time.
the animated series is fantastic. It still holds up.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it still really does. The entire Timverse holds up. Like I went back to watch a couple of episodes of Justice League Unlimited the other day.
Great.
Oh my god, it's so good.
That show's great. Did you guys watch any of Justice League God and Monsters?
No,
Gods and Monsters.
Never seen it.
It's just an alternate Earth.
Wait! Is that the where Superman's like where Batman's an actual vampire?
So it's a take on the DC Trinity, where Zod comes to Earth instead of Kal-El.
I did see this,
and he's brought up by like Mexican immigrants, I think, or he's brought up in Mexico. I forget which. I want to say Orion's wife, whose name I can't pull, is Wonder Woman. And Kirk Langstrom.
Batman's a Dracula.
Kurt Langstrom, instead of like he takes whatever the serum was, and so instead of turning into man bat, he turns into a vampire.
Oh shit!
So
he's a Dracula.
Yeah,
he is a Dracula.
You get Dracula Batman.
Ooh.
He's a Dracula.
I don't hate it, and also it was actually really good. I did see this actually. I completely forgot that was the name.
The original plan was to do a bunch of like web shorts and then eventually turn the web shorts into like a series.
Yeah,
but it didn't really get the views they were looking for because nobody promoted it and it was on Machinima.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So, I mean, we all know what happened with that live action Mortal Kombat Machinima show.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Regardless, that's a great fucking series, but now I am kind of obsessed with this idea of a Quentin Tarantino Batman where it's a complete bait and switch on what it's supposed to be.
I mean, personally, I would think if somebody said, "Hey, you're going to make a comic movie," I would think he would go for either like more classic Americana, like a Superman-ish kind of guy,
I actually wouldn't want that at all.
I know I wouldn't want it either. I'm just saying that's what I think he would have picked if you give him a pick.
If if that scene in Kill Bill, where I think it's Bill that talks about like Clark Kent and Superman.
Oh yeah.
If that's like an indication of what his Superman movie would be, like get him as far away from it as humanly possible, because that totally misses the point.
Yeah, no, I agree. I actually 100% agree with
that. Do you remember what he said about that? I can't recall.
It's essentially that Clark Kent is his like parody of humans. It's like what he thinks humans are. And that he's like this big, powerful, like God being just looking down and like pitying us. And it's like, no, it's actually like the opposite of that. It's like the point of the character.
But I think Tarantino knows, considering who's telling that story. He knows what he's doing.
No, 100%.
It's the big bad guy. It's Bill telling that story. Like, you think Tarantino doesn't know?
Yeah,
this guy's saying the exact opposite of Superman. Come on, don't kid yourself. Tarantino has probably watched and forgotten more media than any of us will ever dream of watching.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
No, he totally wrote that. Like he totally knows. He gets it.
Yeah, he knows
what he did.
He had the bad guy say
it. Excuse me.
You're absolutely right, though, Ed. By the way, I looked it up just now so I can so that I can see what you were referring to, and you are absolutely right. That's exactly what he means. It's his critique on the entire human race.
And I totally disagree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame that. I don't blame that at all. It's really interesting, but no, I absolutely think that that's something he want to steer him clear away from. Is a Superman movie.
I don't know. Just it'd be interesting to see him make that. I mean, any superhero movie really, but I mean, I would think like giving Batman or Superman but he'd probably do something weird with it. So I feel like something more obscure would be a safer bet.
Let's not forget. We once almost got a Tim Burton Superman movie.
I know.
Starring Nicolas Cage.
Amazing.
Starring Nicolas Cage.
I wish. Well, they did screen tests.
I know. I just wish we could peek in on the alternate universe where it happened. I don't want it to happen here.
Yeah.
But I want to see that movie.
Nick Cage is such a big Superman fan.
He would. Kal-El.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I'm not making that up. It's a real. You can Google that. You can Wikipedia that.
That's a Cage fan.
You can go ask Jeeves.
Is that the son of his? That's a huge metalhead.
Maybe.
I hope so.
I can't wait till after this next big event. DC puts out a Nicolas Cage medal.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm just imagining the Nick Cage the really big grin face that you always see them making memes out of. Just that face, but it has the metal thing over his eyes.
Oh, the Batman who laughs.
Yeah.
Oh man, can I get a Batman movie where Nick Cage plays the Batman who laughs?
Oh, that'd be too perfect.
Oh shit,
that's really good.
Okay, his son's name, by the way, is Kal-El Coppola Cage.
Yeah, he's a Coppola.
That's cool
dude.
as shit.
That is a ridiculous name.
I don't want to name
not the metalhead.
I don't want to be named that.
That is not his name. This is his Asian son.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
I got nothing to add.
I mean, Nicolas Cage's ex-wife is Alice Kim, and that's who the kid is. Yeah, that's who whose kid is. Named them Kal-El.
That's wonderful.
Maybe the kid did land here from Krypton, and that was his name, and he just kept it. And he's like, "I'm just going to tell everyone I'm a Superman fan."
Yeah, we're doing it. It's fine.
We're doing it.
Yeah, don't worry about kid.
I mean, it's fucking Nick Cage. He has a Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton in his house. I heard.
No, he had to give it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the museum wouldn't let him keep dinosaur bones. They're like, people need to. We can't privately own dinosaur bones.
Nick Cage is
sorry.
dude, I played John Travolta in a movie.
Oh, check this out. Apparently, this kid has done voice acting for Teen Titans Go.
Who's he voice?
Oh.
Who's he voice?
Yeah. I don't know. I found an article randomly that spits that out. Also has a debut. His acting industry at such a young age. However, it isn't the body of acting. It is voice acting for over the character of the comedy animated series Teen Titans Go. So I'm not sure who he played. I'm actually going to look this up right now because I'm curious.
That movie was great.
Oh, the movie was wonderful.
That movie was way better than it ever deserved to be. It was so good.
Oh no, it deserved to be good.
Oh my god, I couldn't get over that.
Hold on, which Teen Titans Go movie are you guys talking about?
Teen Titans
Go
movie.
movie?
The movie.
That movie's so good.
That's so yeah. Come on, the scene where they had the Green Lanterns running around like the antelope and Lion King had me rolling.
Oh, I was dead.
He played young Bruce Wayne. which is really funny.
Yeah, because young Bruce Wayne in that movie, they make him witness his parents getting murdered, right? Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah,
That movie is wild.
Sure. Yeah,
they both save his parents and then murder his parents.
That's right.
That's
there is a Batman v Superman parody in that movie, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Wonderful. It's so
that
wonderful.
movie's terrible. That movie's fantastic. I love that movie.
Oh my god, what a fantastic movie. What a gem.
No, Fantastic Four is Marvel, bro.
Oh shit. Okay, you're right.
No, shut it down.
There you go.
We're done.
Quentin Tarantino redoes the Michael Chiklis Fantastic Four.
Oh hell yeah.
No.
He just remakes it shot for shot.
We're done here. Shut it down.
No
Shut it
changes.
down. We're done. We're done. I'm making the X thing over my neck. Just cut it down.
All right, we're done. All of the music that you have heard is the song Dance Rocket off the album Descent of the Goober Monster by Jesse Spillane. It is licensed under an Attribution 4.0 International CC by 4.0 license off freemusicarchive.org. If you have a question, a topic you would like us to cover, or simply wish to tell us all of the facts that we have screwed up, feel free to email us at laymansguidetothemultiverse@gmail.com. Also, feel free to visit us at our website at laymansguidetothemultiverse.com.